Question number 24, you've got a sequence of numbers and you've got the start number and the end number that are missing. Okay, you need to work out what they are. So you've got to look at the numbers and try and see what's happening each time. So from 71 to 74, you're adding on 3. From 74 to 78, you're adding on 4. From 78 to 83, you're adding 5. From 83 to 89, you add 6. So add 3, add 4, add 5, add 6. To get this missing number, you're going to add 7. 89 plus 7 gives you 96. And for this number, plus 2 gives you 71. So that's going to be 69. Question number 25 talks about a full turn. Okay, so one complete turn would be you facing somewhere, turning the whole way around to face that direction again, and it's 360 degrees. So the first one asks you about a fifth of a complete turn. So to work out a fifth of a turn, you would divide 360 by 5. 36 divided by 5 is 7. Carry over 1 gives you 2. So a fifth of a turn is 72 degrees. Question asks you, is that an acute angle? Well, an acute angle is less than 90, so that is true. Okay, the next one asks you about 2/5. So if you know 1/5 is 72, to find 2/5 you would double that. So 72 times 2 is 144. So 2/5 of a complete turn is 144 degrees. And it asks you, is that an obtuse angle? Well, it is, because it's less than 180 but larger than 90. And then your last one is 3/5. So to work out 3/5, you would do 72 times 3. 2 3s are 6. 7 3s are 21. So 3/5 is 216. And that is more than 3 right angles. A right angle is 90 degrees. 3 right angles would be 270. So 216 is not more than 3 right angles. So the third one would be false. Question number 31, it tells you that a square number can be added to a prime number to make 39. So it gives you the first way to do it. You have to work out the second way to do it. Now, before you can do this question, you must know your square numbers and you must know your prime numbers. Okay, so a square number is a number multiplied by itself. So 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16, 5 squared 25, 6 squared 36. Your prime number is a number that can only be divided by 1 in itself, so it has 2 factors. So I'm going to start off by looking at my square numbers. Okay, so if we were going to use 4 in the question as our squared number, 4 plus 35 would give you 39. Now 35 is not a prime number, so that's not going to work. Let's have a look at 9. 9 plus 30 would give you 39. Again, 30 is not a prime number, so 9's not going to work. 16 is already in the example. So 25, what do you need to add to 25 to get 39? It would be 14. Again, 14 is not a prime number, so 25 is not going to work. So if we think about 36, to get to 39, we're going to add 3. 36 is a square number. 3 is a prime number, so that's your answer for question number 31. Question number 32 tells you that you get out of school at 4:22 p.m. and then there's a bus stop outside school and you've got some different times. Okay, so the time that you can get on the bus is 17:27. So 24-hour clock, 17 is 5 p.m. Okay, so you're going to go from 4:22 to 5:27. Okay, so I'm going to convert the 24-hour clock into the 12-hour clock just to make it easier for me to work with. Okay, so I'm going to use a timeline, 4:22 p.m. to 5:27 p.m. So first jump I'm going to do is an hour. Okay, I'm going to jump 60 minutes to 5:22 p.m. Okay, so 60 minutes, and then have a think about how many minutes it is from 5:22 to 5:27. It's another 5 minutes. So you can work out from that altogether you would be waiting for 65 minutes. So what I would do with this question is split it into hours and into minutes. So I would take these two, the 3 hours and the 1 hour, and pop them over here. So I've got 4 hours. Okay, then write out my 10 minutes, and a quarter of an hour is 15 minutes. So have a wee look here. Is there anywhere you can make up 60 minutes? Because there's 60 minutes in an hour. So you've got 40, 5, 50, 60. So those two added together would give you another hour. So you've got 4 hours plus 1 hour is 5 hours. And then you're left with 25 and 10, which is 5 hours and 35 minutes. Okay, question 34 is a very common question. Sausages cost £8.40 per kilogram. You have to work out the price of 250 grams. So before you can do this question, you need to know that 250 grams is a quarter of a kilogram. Okay, it's a fact that you must know. So to work out a quarter, we divide by 4. So we're going to take our £8.40 and we're going to divide it by 4. So remember, dividing decimals. Okay, nothing changes, your decimal point just stays in the same place. So we've got 8 divided by 4, which gives you 2. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 0 divided by 4 is 0. So your answer to question number 34 is £2 and 10p. Question number 35, you've got a cuboid. Each side of the square is 5 centimetres. So you know that the length of the cuboid is 5 centimetres. Okay, this side is the height, which is also the side of the square, so that's also going to be 5 centimetres. Okay, your job is to actually work out the width of the cuboid. So to find the volume, you do the length times the width times the height. So you've got to use the information that you know to work out the missing measurement. Okay, so you know that the volume is actually 200 centimetres cubed. Okay, you know that it is 5 centimetres long, and you know that it is 5 centimetres high. So 5 times 5 gives you 25. Okay, so that's your one part of your volume or to work out. So what you need to think about now is what number do you multiply 25 by to get 200? So 25 times 4 gives you 100. So to get 200, you're going to double that. So it's 25 times 8. That gives you 200. So your missing measurement is 8 centimetres. Question number 37 is a tricky one. Okay, so you've got a diagram that shows a triangle and it's going to be reflected along the dotted mirror line. This is the dotted mirror line, okay, and it passes through the coordinates 7, 0. So the triangle's reflected, it gives 3 new points. So the first one has been done for you. So you've got 6, 8, and it becomes 8, 8. Okay, so down here, that means that that coordinate is 8, 8. So this part here is talking about this axis. Okay, axis is just a posh word for this line. Okay, so that means that the 6 has jumped 1 to 7 and then another 1 to 8. So you're thinking about this line. Your coordinate, if it's 1 here, it has to be 1 on the other side of the line. So it's gone from 7 up to 8, 8, 8. Okay, this one is 3, 5. Now, thinking about your line again, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's gone 4 jumps, 1, 2, 3, 4. So on the other side, it's going to go 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is going to be 11, 5. So it's staying the same in this coordinate, but your first one is changing. Okay, so you had to work out what this was going to be reflected as. So think about your 5. You're going 5, 6, 7. So it's jumping 2. So go from 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it's jumping 2 on the other side as well. So it's going to be 9, 1. It's quite tricky, that question. Okay, don't worry if it still seems quite hard for you. Question number 38. So you need to divide this number by 100 to get the correct answer. So we're going to move every digit 2 places to the right dividing, so it's getting smaller. 2 zeros, 2 places. So your 7's going to move 1, 2. Your 4, 1, 2. 3, going to go from the tens into the units, into the tenths. Decimal point's not moving. Our 2 moves into our units and our 1 into our tens. 12.347. So question number 47. These are very straightforward questions that you want to be picking up marks on. Okay, so 49.2 you can divide by 10. It's going to move every digit one place to the right. Okay, which gives you an answer of 4.92. 372 divided by 100, so we're going to move every digit 2 places to the right. Gives you 3.72. And then 58 divided by 10, move every digit 1 place to the right. Gives you 5.8. Question 49. You've got 7.35 kilograms. You need to convert it into grams, so you need to know that there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. So if you have 7 whole kilograms, that's going to be 7,000 grams, and then your 0.35 is going to be 350. So it's 7,350 grams. What you're doing to convert from your kilograms to your grams is you're multiplying by 1,000 because there are 1,000 grams in a kilogram. We've got some information in question 50 about a caramel square. It weighs 27 grams and 33 1/3 of its weight is caramel. Okay, you had to work out how many grams of caramel are in 40 caramel squares. Okay, so first thing you could do is you need to know that 33 1/3% is the same as 1/3. So to work out the amount of caramel, you want to work out 1/3 of 27, which is 27 divided by 3, which equals 9. So in one caramel square, there are 9 grams of caramel. Okay, the question wants you to work out how many there are in 40 caramel squares. So to do that, you need to do 40 times 9. Okay, so 9 times 4 is 36. So 40 times 9 is going to be 360. Okay, so question number 52, you've got some information about Eden. Okay, so the first thing you find out about her is she cycles from school. She leaves at 2:50, gets home at 3:10. So first thing, it took her 20 minutes to get home. The question tells you that she cycled 4 kilometres in that time. It wants you to work out how many metres she cycles in a minute. Okay, so what I did was I worked out that in every 5 minutes, she cycled 1 kilometre. Okay, because 5 times 4 gives you 20. 1 kilometre is 1,000 metres. So 5 minutes for 1,000 metres. If I want to work out 1 minute, what I'm going to do is divide the 1,000 by 5, and that'll give me how much I travel in 1 minute, and it's 200 metres. Question number 53. It's a tricky enough one, okay? So we've got 16 coins and your money box contains at least 2 of each of the following. So the first thing I did was wrote down how much it would be if I had 2 of each of these coins. Okay, so 2 10p's are 20p, 2 20p's are 40p, 2 50p's make £1. Okay, 2 £1 coins would give you £2. And 2 £2 coins would give you £4. Okay, so that's what happens if you have 2 of each of the following. Now that would be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That would be 14 coins. Okay, so you want to get the greatest amount of money. So you've got 14 coins. That leaves you with 2 more coins to put in. If you want the largest amount, you're going to put in another 2 £2 coins, which gives you another £4. What you need to do now then is you need to work out the total of the money. Okay, so you've got 4 and 4 is 8, plus 2 gives you 10, plus 1 gives you 11, 40, 50, 60, 74. So the largest amount of money you can have is £11.74.